Good morning and welcome to Wake Up to Broker Up with Mark, episode number 14 for 2024. I don't work for free. Let me say that again for the people in the back. I don't work for free. And you know why I'm saying that? Because I don't. I have seen repeatedly on Atlanta Communities Rocks people saying things like, I don't work for free. Interestingly enough, for whatever reason, I think I know the reasons, but for whatever reason, it seems to be coming more from the listing broker side than the buyer side. And the situation goes like this. A listing agent is concerned about showing properties to unrepresented buyers. And remember that when you do that, you represent the seller. The seller has agreed to pay you money to represent the seller. If you want money that's different from representing the seller, because a buyer will be unrepresented, then get it in the listing agreement. It is no different than where we are currently, right now. So if you negotiate X with the seller, I assume, maybe you assume, maybe you don't, that some of that money would go to you in the event that the buyer was unrepresented for the additional work that might be caused because of the unrepresented buyer. If you're not doing that, you need to work for the seller for what you agreed to work for. No one knows, not anybody on the internet, not anybody that's a guru, that's a coach, that writes, heck, not even me, knows what's going to happen going forward. But I can tell you this, if I'm working for a seller and an unrepresented buyer comes and wants to see that property, because I work for the seller, I have a duty to the seller to show the property to the buyer, the unrepresented buyer. And you know what? If that unrepresented buyer wants to make an offer on the property, I'm not drafting the offer for the buyer. I'm drafting the offer on behalf of the seller to have the buyer signed like a scribe. No different than it would be if the buyer were represented by an agent. I am administratively filling out that offer so the seller can sign it after the buyer signs it, and then I present it just as the buyer requested, even though I don't represent the buyer. It doesn't create a relationship with the buyer. The buyer is a customer. Get out of your own heads. Get out of your own way. In many cases, what we think may happen may not come to pass. And what we think might be the answers may not be the answers. And the only way to do it is to keep pushing forward. Don't let the distractions of what's going on derail you from the missions, which is helping buyer buy and seller sell, and keep doing what you're doing and get better at what you do. That's the key. Last night, I had the opportunity to go through Braves home opener, and they were down on the deck and didn't come back to win it until the bottom of the ninth inning. We are not down and out. In fact, if we keep pushing and keep working and keep getting better, we're going to get paid. Enjoy your day. Enjoy your weekend. Thanks for watching. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.